How are you doing today? It's your girl Queen Serene in the house. Watch your mouth, okay? I'm on Gold Digger, where we generate an objective and ambitious lifestyle. It's set it off. No, not set it off. That was yesterday. Set it off Saturdays. It is Self Care Sunday, y'all, today. Okay? And I want you all to take care of yourself. Check in on your loved ones. Greetings. How y'all doing today? Y'all on here early. Y'all up and about. Well, it ain't too early. I mean, it's in the afternoon, but some people they sleep in or they may be at church, or whatnot. But today, like I said, it's self care Sundays. Self care Sundays. We what I want to talk about the topic though is what are you going to do with your 24 hours? We all have 24 hours in a day, right? It's what we make out of that day that matters. Okay. Are you going to waste even today? Are you going to waste today or are you going to do something? Y'all, tomorrow is Making Moves Monday, but we want to make moves every day, right? So I want to talk about that. But before I talk about that, I want to further, I want to shout out to this queen right here that wrote this book because bought this, I helped support her, bought it when I met her. She had some copies on her. I love supporting us, and when I see someone doing things good and they have a product, I can always regift things too. Y'all should think about it. Some people, I don't need that. I don't need to know I'm good. Well, get it just to help support people, right? Help support because you can always regift something. That's a little tip, okay? I threw that in there right now. But I what I like about this book was it really speaks about what I've been saying when I tell y'all to journal every day. I didn't really know what it was. I mean, I knew what it was about because she kind of told me. Just to tell you about this queen, Barbara Bertel Jones. I met her at one of the extension meetings, was it? Uh, no, a catalyst meeting, a catalyst. If you all know about your local catalyst, but I met her at a catalyst meeting, and we were at a networking, and so what happened with her, and I need to give her a call because now I'm going facing something similar. But her house burnt down as well, but this was after her husband passed. So it's about her husband and her journey with her husband. He had a few strokes, and he ended up, transitioning over. But what she did, she journaled. She journaled, and I didn't realize this. It was a lot of her journals and things that were in here. It talks about. It says the date January 9th, 2019. So it just she has some story in here, but also a lot of it is the journaling part. Her just reflecting and just experiencing her emotions and she put it on paper and then she turned it into a book. So that's why I tell you all it is vital for you to journal because not only just that, you reflecting back on what you were doing or what you thought about, what you were feeling at the time, to where you may be able to help someone else. But also, it's like a legacy. Your future children or grandchildren, they can go back and they can look at what Big Mama, in my case, because I have that I have my book right here, but I'm talking about I can also turn my where is it at? I thought, oh yeah, here it is. This is just one of my journals. One of my journal. This is the one I'm currently writing in now, and I just want to just turn to something. I just opened it up and I see here where it is, right? And when I looked at it, I just went ahead and marked it. I said, okay, I'm gonna talk about this. Um, but you just put anything in there, right? So this is October 28th, and I need to put the year because this was last year. So 2023. All right. So, but anyway, today was very laid back since I've been here taking care of my brother since April. I haven't unpacked my clothes, and this is in October. I haven't unpacked my clothes. I really didn't think I that I would be here this long. My brother had a stroke back in February this year. His recovery has been a process. He has allowed me to move his clothes into another room so that I can organize and have hang my clothes up. So this is I was here back in April. He headed in February. Of course, he was in the hospitals and things like that, and I was there as well. But then, come October last year, I hadn't even unpacked yet because I didn't anticipate staying this long. I didn't know it was such a long process. And so, but I'm just saying, you see how I can reflect back to how I was feeling that day and things like that. And I mean, you can make your story into or your thoughts into a book, y'all. You can. And then what better thing to pass that along with your legacy to where you leading your generation and they're able to not only see your face in pictures, but they can understand how you feel, how you were thinking, how you expressed yourself, what were you thinking about. It's important to tell your story, right? And it's important to write things down. And I just thought y'all just don't know. It really came across to me as so powerful because I was just like, wow, just imagine when I'm long gone, you know, I can tell them. And so when you're journaling, talk about the things not only that you're feeling, talk about the surroundings and maybe the day and time of what's going on, maybe about the news or whatever, not even just the news, but just whatever's happening in the world. Oh, gas is such and such. You know what I mean? So they can kind of visualize you 100 years from now because you know some of these books back here on my shelf, right? And I have a library. Well, I had a library at my home. This is just a new library of on these bookshelf. But of course, I lost everything in the fire. But I had a lot of old books on there. A lot of old books, not on there, but in my library that. And when I say old books, I'm talking about authors that I were reading from 1912 and different books. And I don't even know when Think and Grow Rich. I got that. I bought that one again. Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad. No, Think and Grow Rich. How long ago that book was, right? I think that was in the 1920s as well. Don't hold me to that. But my point is, people are still buying it. His thoughts are still, what he's speaking about is still relevant in today's time, right? And so but his great grandchildren, they can take this book, not only have the royalties from the book, and I don't know if he got it set up like that, but I'm just saying these are things that you can do for your legacy and for your future. So don't, I mean, journal, y'all. Journal. If nothing, just every day. Some days you may miss. You may miss some days. I've done it. It's okay. Pick up where you left off a few times and then talk about, hey, this day I was supposed to, I didn't share yesterday, but you know what? Yesterday, this is what happened. You know what I mean? Because you can always reflect back on those days. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about that. And then so shout out to this queen, uh, Barbara Bertell Jones, and her book is Wait. And I think it is on, I can't even tell you, on Amazon because I got it from her. I'm sorry, Queen, if you're watching, I can't, tell your story or at least where they can get it from, but it's called Wait. Okay, y'all can look it up and see. The next thing I want to say before we get into our topic, y'all know that I've talked about making and creating your own products. I talked about my liquid gold soap that I use for my skin, for my face only. I can use it for my body as well. But I just now whipped up another shea butter cream. I only use shea butter on my face and my body. That's all I use. I don't use any other lotions and things like that. Typically, like, if somebody got some lotion and I'm ashy, I may grab it. Okay. So if you ever see me out there, oh, she said she'll never, da, 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 da. Calm yourself down. Okay. Um, I'm serious. There's people out there like that for real. But anyway, I just mixed this up to yesterday, last night, right? And this is my second time doing this, using this particular bottle with my cream. But when I tell you, it's matter of fact, it's the white shea butter, y'all. So it's not the yellow one. And it was whipped up half a bottle and I put different types of oils in it, right? And just a selective few that's good for your skin, right? And when I tell you, when I rub this on my skin, all it needs now, all it needs is the fragrance, because I love fragrance, shea butters, that has the. So all I have to do now is find a fragrance that can blend in here really well. And I think mango maybe one that I may use. But I do got some mint, but I don't know if I want to smell all minty, you know. But yeah, and this lasts a very long time. You know what I mean? You could save money, cut back costs in just making your own products, and you don't have to sell them. You know, I mean, one day I do want to sell my products because, matter of fact, someone has asked me about my toothpaste, my famous toothpaste, right? And I wish I had got it up for you and did it. I've had so much going on though, and the deodorant and toothpaste. And they're made with the same things, except I put some mint in my toothpaste because you don't want all that fluoride and different things that people have. And then I have my rose water as well that I after washing my face, which my face is clean, y'all. And then it smells so good. Um, but yeah, those type of things. And that's just a certain ritual that I do every day as far as with my self care, because this is self care Sundays, y'all. And I washed my hair last night. I know I'm going on different things, but you have to take care of yourself. I washed my hair last night, plaited it up, so that's why I have this this dashiki shirt on that I wrapped my hair with, right? And but wrapped up my hair with, so just to have a protective style, because I do plan on braiding my hair, and then so hopefully next week I'll have some braids, y'all. But yeah, so make your own products because it lasts longer and is less expensive. And you just want one and done, right? Do it on the weekend, and then next thing you know, you have like I said, that's gonna last me a few months. That shea butter is gonna last me a few months, and so is um liquid soap, because I only use my face. It's already lasting me a month, um, maybe two already. Okay. But yes, feel free to tell your story, y'all. Journal, journal. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go on into the 24-hour day now. Um, we got a plan, y'all. We all have 24 hours, right? And let me just break it down so you can just kind of get the gist of it, right? We're gonna break it down. Now, a lot of us now this is a weekday during the weekday because we have a little more time, most of us sometimes, unless you work on the weekends, and then that means your weekday is your week, is the time that you have more, whichever one, right? But let's just, just for numbers sake, right? 8 hours, we're mostly working if we have a job, right? So that's already 8 hours gone in that 24 hours. Then you have another 8 hours gone from sleeping, if you sleep 8 hours a day. Some of us don't, and it's okay, but we do need to get, it's important for health reasons to get that sleep in. But when you're on a journey, you may not be able to get all that sleep in because you're trying to accomplish the things that you need to do in life, right? And that's okay. But just for numbers sake, I'm just saying. So that's already 16 hours gone. So typically you would only have 8 more hours. What are you going to do with it? Now, we got to know we eat, right? So let's just knock off an hour for eating. And I'm just saying, not even preparing the meals. We're just saying we got the food. Hey, we ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or sometimes when we snack, we're eating, right? And I know we multitask. Well, I eat and I read and I eat and I this. But I'm just saying for numbers' sake, okay? We're just keeping it simple. So that leaves what that leaves about what I say 8. So that leaves 7 more hours, right? After taking that 1 hour off, right? For eating, not to mention preparing, but let's just say eating and preparing your meals for that day, the cooking and stuff. So you got 7 more hours. Now a lot of us, for 4 hours, you would be surprised how much time people or we would spend on social media. Even myself, I use social media a lot as far as content, because you see I'm a content creator, but I also do research and things like that. Now it's okay. Those type of things okay. And I'm not saying entertainment things because I come across foolishness too, and I don't want to just say oh it's foolishness, but some of it is entertaining, and I come across it too, and I may look at it, but then I'm so aware of myself. I said wait, before I even scroll and scroll and scroll again, because when you start scrolling, you can't stop. You can't stop, and before you know it, an hour has gone by. So I want, with that being said, right there, I want you all. I have pulled up some tools that you can use so that you will be aware of how Just let's see. I'm gonna say 4 hours people spend on social media. Let's just put 4 hours, and if you say 4 hours, that means you only got 3 hours left of time in the 24 hours. Now, if we can agree that a lot of people use social media for that length of time, um, let me give you, and then you may not know. You're like, I don't know about shoot. I really don't think I'd be on there that long. Let me look up. Um, some apps that's available, free apps, y'all, that can monitor your time. Because see, what I want for you to do, I want you to get your time back. That's the point of me saying this, because I teach time management as well. We have a gold digger workshop coming up in April the 13th. April the 13th is on a Saturday. It's at the Huntsville Downtown Library from 1 to I think 4:30, 1 to 4:30. Okay. Um, but I teach time management too because we got to be aware that look at the time, right? I just told you 8 hours gone from working, 8 hours gone from sleeping, an hour for eating. We just said an hour because we take longer eating time if you lunch 30 minutes. Matter of fact, if you're working lunch 30 minutes, then you have a couple of breaks in between there. That's already an hour gone. But not to mention you go home and that's another hour. So really we could say two, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna say one because I just want to see how much time you see that you really ain't got time to waste. You ain't got no time to waste. Okay. So social media, I put 4 hours on there now. The apps are Rescue Time, and they're free apps. Now, some of them may have a subscription, but the basic is free. Okay, just like Chat GTP, you can get the free one, but then they also have an upgrade that you can get, and it's it's just just to get more features. But for the basics, that's all you need is the basics. So don't worry yourself. Okay, so Rescue Time is a comprehension productive tool that tracks your time. Then we have Moment. Moment is an app primarily designed for tracking and managing your screen time on your phone. So it's going to capture the times that you get on the social media because I really want you to be aware because when you know better, you do better, right? And if you're aware, just like I told you that I use social media a lot because of content usage, but I'm aware. I know better, so I do better. So I'm aware when I'm scrolling, right? And I'm like, no, no. Unless I put that in my time slot. You can always time block, okay? But we'll get into that. Let me give you the other three. Quality Time is another app for tracking all your smartphone usage. Stay Free is another for Androids, you Android people out there. And I have an Android as well. I have an Android and an iPhone. And I like both of them, okay? Did I say Stay Free? Yeah, that's for Android. And Screen Time. Digital well-being. They have for digital well-being is for Android. Screen Time is for iOS. Okay. But monitor your time because we can waste a lot of time and you'll be surprised once you monitor that and then you see how much time you've been wasting. Then no, it's no wonder you say I don't have time to start my business. I don't have time to work on my weight. I don't have time to implement something new in my life. That is the reason why, because you're not keeping up with your time. You're not keeping up with what you're doing. You're not time blocking. Okay. You're just wasting time. Right. So again, like I said, we on 3 hours left because okay, so for those extra 3 hours, you have 3 hours to work on. What are you doing? Are you working out one of those hours? And that's just a uh a small that it's not really a reasonable way, but in a way it is when I say reasonable way, I'm saying a reasonable schedule. But in a way it is because like I said, if you work it, you are at work 8 hours a week, a lot of people, if not 12, right? And then you are sleeping 8 hours, hopefully. So that, like I said, that's taking up most of your time right there. That's already 2/3 of your time. You don't have a lot of time. So that's why you have to plan and you have to be strategic to implement time in your life. Put that time back in your life so that you can handle some things that you need to get done in life, right? You have to put that self-care in there. Start your week off right, right? Put in your affirmations, right? You got to be passionate about this though. If you don't care, I can't care for you if you don't care. But I'm just saying, this is how you get your time back and reorganize your life. So what you would do is you would start planning. And it starts with time blocking. Put in what time you get up in the morning, right? Start from there and go from the time that you go to bed. And really, and that's something we do in our workshop too. I pass out a list, a time block list that you can get. You can also get it on my website, Gold Digger. Same where my book is, Generating an Objective and Ambitious Lifestyle. And that's what I want for you. I want that for you. And we have to get in control of our time because y'all, what is it? It is all March. March is almost over. I had to think. I said May. I'm saying March is almost over with. It's almost April. I'm about to turn another year next month, right? It's going to be another, year for me, another age for me next month. We don't have time is flying. What are we going to do with that time? Are we going to make it productive? Are we going to leave a legacy? Or are we just going to waste our life away and then on that time that old time at the end when you're going to the upper room or wherever you know your spirituality or your religion says you're going, that you believe in, are you going to say you made the best of your time? Are you going to know that you lived a good long life and productive life? Did you leave an impression for your grandchildren? Did you leave a legacy? Or do they have to take what you left and learn on their own and scuffle with it? That's not fair, y'all, especially when we have all these resources. Okay? What are you doing with your 24 hours? That's today's message. What are you going to do with your 24 hours? All right, so I hope you got something out of this. Again, journal, y'all. I'm going to leave with this. Educate your mind, your body, your spirit. Journaling is important. Reading is important, even if you're listening to audiobooks. Okay, you got to learn something new every day. That's the only way you're going to elevate, right? Eat better, y'all. Eat better. Eat better, you look better. Okay? That's why I'm looking vibrant right now. Okay? But not only that is because I do unto others how I want them to do unto me. That's another thing, having a good spirit, right? So, let's say mind, body, and spirit, walk, educate, just because, somebody's watching you, your children, they learn from you. Their habits that they pick up are from you. Be aware of what you're doing. Be aware what you're putting out for them to see because they will in return repeat it. That's why I keep saying, break the cycle. We have to make better choices, y'all, better decisions. Okay. So, anyway, with that being said, it's your girl, Queen Serene, and I'm out. Peace. Oh, let me get you out of here.